This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I'm Scootz Bronson.
And I am S. Foster, and welcome to Viewers Anonymous, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I am feeling elated. Yes, I brought out that word, elated. I'm happy, joy. For those that don't know, that's a reference to Ren and Stimpy, old school cartoon, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, listen, okay. To be honest, man, listen to me. I'm a little conflicted. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little confused, man. I got some stuff on my brain, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I need to share with you, man. You know, for the people that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Scootz Bronson does a 15 Minutes of Fame podcast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He put out one. Listen to it today. And I'm a little conflicted, man, because I feel like I'm about to be replaced on Viewers Anonymous, man. You know what I'm saying? The chemistry you and Chris had, man, that shit was too good, man. I was like, yo, man, I think you're about to replace me, man, on the Viewers Anonymous, man.
Nah, man. Nah. Hey, man, listen, me and Chris, man, you know what I'm saying? Like her podcast, shout out to Chris, it's Chris or at _Chris. It's spelled with a K, not a C. On Twitter, man. She does a podcast called Shenanigans with Friends, and she also does a podcast with VJ and Penrose on All Docked Up. She had me on Shenanigans with Friends a bunch of times. She's been on 15 Minutes of Fame a bunch of times. She's just one of those people, like, her energy just, I don't know what it is, man. That shit is just infectious. She got, you know what I'm saying, great takes. She got a great voice, man. She just one of them people that you want to pod with. Like, to me, I feel like she's just one of them real podcasters, like how we are, like that energy we got. She got that same energy, bro.
But I said, listen. I said, I'm listening to it. Don't get me wrong. It was a great fucking pod, man. Both of y'all killed that shit, man. Like, nothing but praise for both of y'all, man. And like I say, you always be in your shit. But I mean, even though this wasn't even an interview, like, this was just basically a Viewers Anonymous on motherfucking 15 Minutes of Fame. And I was like, damn, I was like, hold up, man. I was like, this shit is rolling too smooth.
See, I thought about putting it on Viewers Anonymous, but I ain't talked to you, so I was like, I'm gonna just keep it on 15 Minutes of Fame. I said we'll talk about that later. So, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can have like a little bonus episode or something like that, where we, you know what I'm saying, like if we ever get a chance to talk with people who, you know what I'm saying, do what we do, because on her podcast they do documentaries only. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, if you run into somebody who also do them type of podcasts, then maybe you end up doing that. We could probably throw that in there as like a bonus or something like that, maybe for the future. But yeah, I was like, I just keep it on 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, man, I was listening to it. I was like, man, this shit good, man. I said, man, hold on, man. I said, man, this dude, I said, I'm gonna get that phone call one day, like, hey, man, listen.
Nah, I can't do that to you, bro. I can't do that to you, bro.
Nah, man,
maybe I might call you like, hey, man, I got an idea. Maybe we should add her, but nah, I ain't gonna never do that, bro.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, but man, listen, it was good. Everybody need to go check that out, man.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and we had a busy week, man. Like, you know, you jumped on, you jumped.
28 minutes or less. Hey, listen, you talking a good podcast? No, we did a great podcast, bro. You hear me? We did an amazing podcast, bro. You, Sinclair, Dustin, man. 10 minutes or less, bro. We got to business. That was, I told you, I felt like it was like old school. I felt in my bag on that one. Hold on, real quick. You might have to go out and come back in. I can't hear you. Hold on, let me see. You ain't muted. You might have to come back in. There you go. But real quick, you know what I'm saying, until it comes back in, y'all. Y'all already what this is. It's Friday. We're talking about Snowfall. We're going to get into our usual banner that we do in the beginning. Once you get back in, we'll get to Snowfall, man. But listen, 28 minutes or less. Make sure y'all go check that podcast out, man. We had a great episode. We talked about the NFL draft. We talked about what's going on with the 49ers and their draft moves, how John Lynch is switching it up on everybody. Everybody thought Mac Jones was going to get in, but they're bringing in Justin Fields. We talked about the MLB All-Star game. We talked about just a whole bunch of everything, man. 28 minutes or less. Like I said, man, y'all go check that podcast out. Hopefully, you guys watch Snowfall. Snowfall this week was amazing. This was probably one of the best episodes Snowfall has ever had. It was actually packed, a lot of stuff going on. It's one of those episodes where you was like, yo, I can't believe this. I was elated because you soon find out why. I don't want to ruin anything. But like he said earlier, man, I got episode 15 to fame. Make sure you go check that out. It's episode 20 less. And like I said, man, we got busy. We got into it. We was talking all kind of shit, man. We had fun, a whole bunch of laughs. Man, listen, I think you had something there. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We might have to do a separate. We might have to create a pod around that for, you know what I'm saying, that we had on there, man.
Yeah, my fault, everybody. But like, yeah, man, because like I said, when we put that idea together, like originally it was me, Dustin, and Sinclair. I told you about it. You was like, yo, I would love to get in on that because you've heard Sinclair numerous of times. You heard the one podcast that me and Dustin did together. So you was like, yo, like, let me jump on it because there was some things that was said on numerous of podcasts with me and Sinclair. So you know how he get down. And then you heard the one with me and Dustin. So we put together a good panel, man. You know, it got not too combative, but it was one of those things where it's just like that's what we got these platforms for, man, because it's like there's these conversations that you could put 4 different personalities together, and then everybody can say how they feel about things, and everybody else can hear it, you know. So that ended up being really dope, man. So you know, like I said, I even said it on that pod, like maybe, you know, down the road, maybe this is something that could be revisited, you know what I'm saying, with some new different topics. So who knows, man. But man, listen, you text me. Hey, I saw the one text. I text you back, and then I woke up to the other one because I was out. Like I was out. But boy, you text me, and I was like, "Well, I already know." I was like, from how you feel about this damn Snowfall. I was like, it happened. And you know what? Oh man, I'm trying to think back, man. I can't remember. I think I said Irene was gonna last about 8 or 9. Yeah. And damn it. But that's not where we're gonna start though. We cannot start there, man.
Hold on, before we start, real quick, man, shout out to the rap duo, man. We Go High. They got a brand new single. It's called We Outside. Y'all go get that on every streaming platform, man. We Go High. It's spelled like the French we, OUI, Go High. Go check them out. Go stream it, download it, buy it, whatever you do. Make sure you go there. It's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. Tidal, it's on everything, man. Go make sure y'all show them some love.
Yes, sir, man. I haven't heard the whole thing yet. I heard the preview.
Okay.
Shit sound dope, man. You know,
I
follow them on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
man.
You know what I'm saying? They put out the snippets. And then I like how they do it. They gave you the small snippet first.
Yeah.
it's like 5 seconds. Like 5-10 seconds. And it's like, okay. And then they come out with like a 30 seconds. It's like, okay, I see what y'all doing. So yeah, they doing their thing, man. Them beloved those dudes, man. Because they be supporting, man. And shout out to them, man. They always, you know what I'm saying, be reposting our shit.
Yep.
So man, really appreciate that. You know, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, they got a pretty good audience, man. And for them to, you know what I'm saying, to take some of the shit that we be doing, especially me, because I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, you the one that's, you know, that's them your twin brothers and everything.
Hey, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, that's hilarious, bro.
Oh man,
It's only one of them. The other one don't look like me, bro. The other one don't look like me. He got his own. He got his own life. The other one, that's my son.
Oh yeah, you still rolling with that son, but I bet you he hear that all the time. You never gonna let that go.
We go back and forth about who the daddy.
Oh man, that is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. But damn man, I don't even know where to start, man. I guess we'll start like, you know, how the episode even started, man. You know what I'm saying? So Franklin was talking to T, you know, asking her, you know, what happened, all this type shit. So she come up with this story how Drew / Man Boy came up on her. Right. And she was like, man, I thought he wanted some type of shit. And so she was going off of, you know, he offered her $100,000 and all this type shit. And like Franklin said, like, yo, you could have came to me. Like, you didn't have to do it. Like, you knew I had money. You know what I'm saying? Much. So to me, that I wasn't, not that I didn't buy her story, but like I didn't like the not the compassion, but like the sympathy that I had for her before this story. Yeah, I don't really have that shit no more. Cause it's like she could have went to Franklin right off the rip and was like, yo, like this dude want me to get close to you to try to do this, all this type shit. My brother's in trouble. 100%. And Franklin got the pull. He definitely got the pull. I mean, well, she don't know this, but like, I mean, Franklin got the CIA behind him. Now she don't know that, but the fact of it's like this would have been a better dude to get behind. So
well, I mean, if Man Boy is coming to you, right, and saying I want Franklin's plug, obviously he wants the plug for a reason. So don't that mean he got more money than Man Boy?
Thank you.
And then not only that, you fucking this nigga.
Exactly.
You work at his auntie's bar. Like, duh. Like, come on now, use your brain. Like, obviously they got shit popping. Yeah, you couldn't come to him like, hey, take care of my brother. Like, come on, man.
Exactly. And then you remember he asked her about her, you know, brother, about how he knew that he was transferred or whatever. Exactly. How else would he know that? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So obviously he got connects as well. So it's like, so I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, yo, you sound dumb as fuck. And I think that, and I think that she feels that Man Boy is more apt to kill her than Franklin is. So I mean, maybe that's the route that she was going, but I didn't fuck with it, man. Like I think T made a bad decision. I get it. Like, you want the best for your little brother. I understand that. I mentioned it on the last pod. My sister would probably do some shit that she didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? To protect me. But at the same time, it was like, I think my sister would have been able to, you know what I'm saying, read through the lines and be like, yo, it might be better for me to be over here on this team. Because obviously...
She also said, I didn't mean to cut you off, but she also said that he, Man Boy showed her the $100,000 and she was like, yo, that's life-changing money. So I'm sort of feeling like she was on some gold digger shit too.
Man, so you don't think Franklin got more than $100,000?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. This nigga got a driver. Like, what are we talking about? Of them. What are you talking about?
This bitch makes...
Man, it's like, it's just, you good now.
Yeah, like she makes no sense at all, man. Like, all of this shit is dumb as fuck. And I'm like, I just don't think T, I mean, even though, because it was so dope what he said to her at one part where he was just like, you know what I'm saying? You come up, we'll get there when we get there. But like, he was just like, you know, you're a good liar. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But it's just like, okay, you might be a good liar, but like, I don't know, man. Like, that story that she came up with, I mean, I'm not saying that she didn't that's not the way she felt. But like, I was just like, that was just stupid. Because he said like, yo, you could have came to me, and she was like, she said, yeah, but you ain't too forgiving nowadays. But the thing is, it wasn't the whole. We're not talking about when you met him in the club and then you started feeling for him again. We're talking about from the very rip. You could have came to the club and told him that day, like, look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but man boy came to me talking about, he want, the plug that you got. He offered me $100,000.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. And this whole situation would have been fine.
Right.
But I'd like, so I don't have the compassion that I had for her last episode. Now I'm more like, nah, fuck that shit, T. I ain't with you.
Well, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she was pretty much just looking out for herself and looking out for her brother. And in those circumstances, man, you can't really be mad at her. But you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, like you said, bro, that was one of them things to where if you would have came to Franklin ahead of time, I think that everything would have been settled. Or at least you wouldn't have had to go through the shit that you just had to go through. But, you know what I'm saying, we go into the next part of the show where, you know what I'm saying, Jerome is, you know what I'm saying, he at his wits end, you know what I'm saying, he hyped up, he still got his suit on, he ready to go, you know what I'm saying, he ready to go ride on some niggas. This nigga got the Uzi, he passing it to Franklin like, hey nigga, come on, man up, let's go. Niggas, bro. We ready to ride, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, he got Leon's squad behind him with the duffel bag full of guns, man. And then to me, this was where Franklin finally became the man. This is where Franklin became the boss. Jerome and Franklin fighting in front of the car because Franklin doesn't want Jerome to get in the car to go retaliate to Manboy and them. And now, you know what I'm saying, they duking it out. Of course, Franklin get his ass beat. You know what I mean? But he still stood strong. He stood tall, man, and he really showed Jerome like, hey, I know you might not, you might feel like I ain't built for this, but hey, if I gotta fight you to make sure you still safe, nigga, we gonna fight. And to me, that scene was very, very strong, bro. That shit was very important. How you feeling about that?
It was the strongest scene because with Frank, like, did he take? Was it 3 or 4 in the back? I can't remember how many it was.
He took a couple in the back.
So he took about 3 or 4 in the back, and this ain't
the first. That wasn't the first time he was shot either.
Yeah. So my thing is like, with him walking with that cane, like even Manboy is like, yo, he got that cane, he weak and all that type shit. Yeah. And like, I think that what was also important about that scene was he knew that Jerome had to get that aggression out. And he was like, instead of you just, you know what I'm saying, holding all that shit in, you can release that pain onto me. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, he's hyped right now. He's like, somebody's getting fucked up. So Franklin is like, I'd rather it be me, because what's gonna, you know that whole thing where people say, like, man, this one girl, she throwing me the pussy, but I ain't trying to cheat on my girl. You know what I'm saying? So you hear that whole thing of like, if you bust off and then you make the decision, then you might just be like, nah, you know what, I'm good, I ain't gonna do that shit. like that's what that was. Like that was Jerome Jerkoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to get this aggression out, and I'm taking it out on Franklin. But let's not forget, he's still upset with Franklin about not telling him about the CIA shit. Because remember when he told him that T was playing him the whole time, and he was like, how does it feel to be left in the dark? You know what I'm saying? So he's already still got this little aggression towards him. So that scene was very, very important, man, because I think that, like you said, this was that thing where, and then also another thing that happened in that scene was Franklin was saying that, yo, we got her, and now we can use her against Manboy. And he was like, man, fuck all that plotting.
He was sick of that shit. He was like, man, I'm tired of your plot. But see, I also though, is when they got into the scuffle, man, and you know what I'm saying, he was sitting there, he was spitting blood out or whatever, and he was like, yo, when your wife and he said, when your sister and your wife asked me, what did I do? you know what I'm saying, to stop you, you know what I'm saying, before you die. Hey, nigga, I'm doing it right now. Yo, I'm gonna tell him I did everything that I could. And I thought that was very important because it really showed that bond that they had. Because as we know, you know what I'm saying, Alton was gone for a minute. And you know what I'm saying, Franklin grew up around his uncle. His uncle was pretty much like that father figure that Franklin needed. And so to me, I felt like that was that son dad moment. I mean, yeah, that son dad moment where, you know what I'm saying, every son eventually tries his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless if it's a fight or they talking back and forth or they playing, you know, that basketball game where the son finally beat his dad or whatever. I feel like even though Franklin took a physical L, morally, he took you know what I'm saying, he took a W at the end of the day. It was like he didn't want his uncle to go die over some shit that he knew he wasn't thinking. And once again, this I always go back to this, just you know what I'm saying, how well Franklin makes sure he's 5-6 steps ahead. And this was one of those things to where he was smart in what he did and everything, you know what I'm saying, made sense.
Yeah. And then the thing is, like even with those conversations before the fight, he was saying that, you know, you've been wrong, you know what I'm saying, plenty of times.
Yeah,
it was like
at every turn. He said you was wrong, you've been wrong at every turn.
Yeah, and I think that was just more being mad because when you think about it, like, I mean, Franklin hasn't been wrong a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that was just one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, like when you mad at somebody, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna say some you know what I'm saying, off the wall shit.
You say what's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and that's all that was, man. But like, so they show Reed. Now this is the thing. Do you think they actually fired Reed, or do you think that he just packed that bag for something else? Because my thing is, like, because Reed was like, I think they did fire him, and this is the reason why. He went to Hobby. You know what I'm saying? And Hobby was like, yo, they did the same shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you know how it feels because, you know what I'm saying, they did the same shit to me. And so Reed was like, yo, but I got some unfinished business here. You know what I'm saying? It's still some shit that I need to do, you know what I'm saying, before I dip up out of here. So what are your thoughts? Not the big shit now. I know you now. Just slow down. We're going to get there. But how
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm excited. I told you I'm elated.
Man, how you feel about some of the shit that Reed is doing and what he ended up doing?
I think Reed is going to be that guy. Well, I think Reed is eventually going to be where Javi is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you said the same shit I said.
Yeah, I think Reed is going to eventually be where Javi is. I mean, he got the connects to do it. He knows where to go and how to get it and everything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the motherfuckers in South America don't know he ain't CIA. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I think an important piece of what he did was he let Gustavo know, like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Same way he did with Franklin. And this is why I think I'm starting to like Reed a lot more, is because, you know what I'm saying, he told Franklin, yo, don't trust nobody around you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around you might end up, you know what I'm saying, flipping on you. He was like, shit, not even me. He was like, and then, you know, when Franklin asked him, he was like, nah, I told you, I'm going to be there at the end. Don't you worry. Like, nigga, I'm not lying when I tell you that. I'm going to hold my word. But when he also told Gustavo, like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying, do everything you got to do. Make sure you stay in line. Make sure you pay attention. But have an exit plan. That way, when everything is said and done, you don't have to worry about it because they will try to terminate you. You know what I'm saying? You are expendable. And so, for me, I just felt like everything Reed did was justified. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you know what I'm saying, they throwing me off the ship that I built with my fucking bare hands. You know, they didn't come to anybody else for this shit. They came to me. So here I am creating this shit, and now you want to kick me out because, you know what I'm saying, y'all got a little tremor. This ain't even an earthquake. Y'all got a little small tremor, some shit that we can handle. You know what I'm saying, with ease. And I mean, I feel like everything he did, man, was justified.
I'm with you. And then, like, even him saying, like, yo, like, Well, that's a little bit more. But like, okay, well, fuck it. What I was gonna say was like, even when he was talking to Irene, so he met up with Irene,
Yep.
and like, you know what I'm saying, and said like, "Yo, I lost everything with this." You know what I'm saying? I lost my job, I lost my family,
Literally.
I literally lost everything, and like she's trying to play all hard and all this shit. Like this was the scene that really made me like, "Yo, hurry up and kill this bitch, man."
Welcome to the club.
Like she was getting on my nerves, man.
Welcome to the club.
You want me to feel sorry for you? I don't have no sympathy for you, and you're an asshole. Like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you sitting here acting all hard and shit, man? Like,
yeah,
come on. So, but I thought that was really smart to play it that way, because he's like, yo, I'm gonna make her think. Like, yo, I'm going to give you everything because they, quote unquote, you know what they did. Like, they fired me, so I want to get back at them. So to make her think, and that's the one thing, man, that I thought, because I was sitting there trying to think, like, you know, realistically, like, she probably got this big ass smile on her face, like, I got the story of a lifetime. Man. Like, all I gotta do is put this shit out, like, I got the story that's gonna kill everybody. And she died thinking, like,
she died.
I got.
No. We not gonna downplay that. No. She didn't die. She got killed. She killed.
No, she got murdered, my guy.
No, she got killed, and I enjoyed it. Man, listen, I got hyped. I woke my kids up when that scene happened. Man, listen. So this goofball, she decides to keep talking to Alton, even and him too. He done. I'm with you. I can't believe you called this shit, bro. You said this motherfucker was gonna be the wing. Okay, this motherfucker brings her to goddamn Co-Intel. I don't understand why they named it that, but Co-Intel Pro Radio
with the Black Panthers.
Come on, man. Co-Intel Pro Radio. That's what you named it, though. Like, stop, man. So he brings her to fucking Co-Intel Pro Radio. She's on the radio. She's still talking all this shit. After you done got motherfucking ran up on in your house by Gustavo and Reed. After you done got drugged up. You still just gonna keep. She talking about, and if they don't release it tomorrow, heads will roll when I come back. Oh, okay, heads is definitely gonna roll because your head about to roll. Your head rolled out. And I was happy.
Your eyes about to roll back.
Shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Reed sitting at the bar, they talking, you know what I'm saying? He's supposedly giving his testimony. And then, you know what I'm saying? He ordered her a drink beforehand, drug her up real quick, classic move, you know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby style. You know what I'm saying? She gets driving, you know what I'm saying? She driving, she getting a little woozy. I don't know what's going on. Pow! She smacked the car. My nigga Reed popped up out her, John Wick style, smothered her to death. I was like, yes! Reed for the win. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Well, don't forget how he threw the pills in there and then took the tape recorder.
And took the tape recorder? Oh.
Yeah.
So smooth. I told you, John Wick style, man.
Yeah, but like the one thing is, look, and you know I don't do this, but the way she rolled down that window and the head just dropped. Come on, man. Like fake a head drop and then let the head drop or something. Like, man.
I don't care what she did. I just glad that she got smothered. She deserved everything. Hold your breath because you talk too much, bitch. Smothered her to death. You know what I'm saying? They was like, they hit it on the news and shit like, oh, man, reporter Irene Abe or whatever that shit is. Irene Abe dies, you know what I'm saying, on a DUI. I was like, yes, that's right. She was a drunk bitch and she died. That's what she get.
Yeah.
Drinking in the coffee. How you gonna have an Irish coffee on the radio? Get out of here, man. She deserved to die. She deserved to die. I'm sick of this bitch, man. I'm so happy she gone. Just ruining everything. You done brought all kind of pressure for no reason. Done got my man Reed fired. For what? All because you want to have a story. Fuck her.
Hey, fuck you stupid as fuck. So then after the whole little Franklin getting his ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They go back to T because when he left, he told Peaches to stay. Mm-hmm. So he take Jerome over there And Jerome's like, shit, fuck all that bullshit. Make the call, goddamn.
Man, hey, when he grabbed that motherfucker
and turned it towards him.
When he turned that pistol, you see that motherfucker had the long clip in it. He had the extendo in that motherfucker. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Jerome
he playing with that man. That nigga came dressed in all black with the black fitted cap to the front. He wasn't playing no games, man.
None, my guy. So then she make the phone call, and so man, boy, you know what I'm saying, after he done whooped my dude in Domino's, so he answered the phone, and she's like, "Yo,
told that nigga to wash dishes."
Yeah, because he ain't had no money.
He told that nigga go wash the dishes, nigga.
Man, that was funny. Because he was like, man, why I got to cheat, man? He's like, I got a bankroll. He was like, man, why am I going to cheat your broke ass? So he's on the phone with T, and like she's like, yo, Franklin's going to give you the plug. He was like, you already told me that. So he's like, what's what makes it so different now? And then, boy, Franklin leaned up, boy.
Man.
I was like, hey, that's a lot of pressure, boy. Hey, boy,
man, what?
T didn't fold, though. She didn't fold. So she was able to pull that lie off. But
yeah, she got it off.
She got it off. And so, man, boy, it's like, yo, ain't no way Franklin is just going, you know what I'm saying? Like, because she told him to meet him at the bridge, in front of the bridge where they had met before. And so, you know, man, boy played it smart. Listen, man, boy is smart. And they said that he was smart. But, man, when you got, listen, Franklin is, listen, man, with the people that he have around him. See, this is the thing. Man, boy is just around a whole bunch of just gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Goofball. Yeah, straight goofball.
Goofballs who ain't thinking man. You know what I'm saying? He got Jerome, he got Sissy, he got Reed, he got Louis, he got a lot of people. Leon, he got a lot of people who ain't just goofballs that could give him advice.
Yeah.
So he basically has a quote unquote team around him that can think. Man, boy is really the only person that thinks. So he tries to overthink it, goes to T's apartment, and she's like, yo, Franklin waiting for you down at the bridge. He comes in, he busts in, pulled a gun on her. She stabbed this dude in the side. He think he got the drop on her after he done got stabbed him. But Franklin put two with him. And so
with
the quickness. And so then, he ain't dead. He's dying, but he ain't dead. This motherfucker goes on a rant, boy. He's like, look at these three bitches.
Hey, he went out like a G. I give him that.
He went out like a G, boy.
He went out like a G.
He was like, Jerome, he's like, you following under your nephew and all this shit. And then he was like, you know what I'm saying? Franklin, you pussy whipped over a bitch.
the bitch I had spying on you.
Spying on you. And then he's like, Leon, you know what I'm saying? My sister, you know what I'm saying? Sliced your boy up and you ain't do shit.
Like
and then Franklin, like a Christmas ham. And so then Franklin shot his ass again, and he's still talking.
Man.
And then Franklin shot him one last time in the neck. He let him suffer before he died.
Yeah.
He could have shot him in the head. He shot him in the neck because he drowned himself before dying. And so he was like, nigga, I always talk too much.
Man, hey, I'm telling you, this episode, bro, Franklin about to get fucking savage. This motherfucker about to be savage, bro.
About to. Hey, I think that was the turn right
For
there.
real.
And T's lucky. But the thing is, T got some shit to clean up. But this was another smart move.
I think she done for her.
But this is another smart thing that he did. Now, even though his sister said Franklin killed, you know what I'm saying, Drew, she has to tell the cops that it was a robbery.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to go around the hood that she killed Drew and Franklin didn't have nothing to do with it.
And he wiped his prints and made her hold the gun.
Yeah. So
very smart. Very smart.
Yeah. So like the thing is, because I know some people will probably say, well, why he didn't kill her? But the thing is, that still keeps him in the clear because he's not the one. It's not going to be an unsolved murder. You know what I'm saying? That could fall back on him.
Right.
It's going to look like T was the one who pulled the trigger, and he's still in the clear. So that was smart, not killing her.
I told you, man, he always 5 or 6 steps ahead. That's why that's why this dude is so successful at doing what they do, man. That's why they are thriving and ain't nobody else thriving like they are. Because not only is he linked up with the CIA, but I ain't gonna lie to you. When we go back, I think it was season 2 when he had the house and he started finding out about Reed and everything else, like. This lets you know, like, this dude knows what's going on. Like, man, I'm telling you, I think he really got an exit plan for all of this shit.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I think it was, and I think he still is gonna do what he said to his mom. Like, okay, Paul Davis is out, we find another one. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be another politician or somebody that's gonna take that money. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to look at it like, all right, well, that's his loss, and now it's my turn to, to take a step up, and take those funds, man. So there's always going to be somebody like 60 said, like her author had that argument. What happened? Like, well, Paul Davis is a snake. It's like, what you do when that snake try to bite? It's like, rip that snake head off and find another one.
Yes, sir.
All these dudes are snakes. So. Paul Davis don't want to work with us, we'll work with somebody else. And you know what's going to happen? This guy that we're going to go after next is going to overthrow Paul Davis. So it don't even matter.
Yep. And man, listen, past all that, man, Alton, this nigga, man, like, you already left your family, you know what I'm saying, because you was addicted to drugs and you was alcoholic. And then you turn around, bro, and you fuck your family up again. Like, this nigga gotta go, man. This nigga really gotta go.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to go there this soon, but we can. So he's watching the news.
Yep.
And he sees about Irene with her DUI, quote unquote, air quotes people.
Oh, it was a DUI. I believe the cops in this one. It was a DUI.
So, but he knows. He knows, like, yo. And I don't know if she told him about Reed popping up at her house and shooting her or something. Right. I don't know. But the way Alton ran up out of that hotel room, it seems like she might have told him, yo, these people came up on me, but I'm not shutting up.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think once he found out that Irene died, especially after bringing her to the radio station and doing everything that, you know what I'm saying, he did, you know what I'm saying, him being the former Panther, he knows what the government is capable of, right? And so with Irene dying, I don't think for one second that he thought that was Franklin or anybody else. I think that he knows that that's the government. So with everything that he knows about from the past and everything else like that, I think that he's going to be like, hey, I got to get the fuck up out of here because I know the government is going to find me. I know. And remember, he talked to Sissy about going to Cuba because he brought up Afeni and everything else. So I think that he's going to try to get his ass either in Mexico, Cuba, or whatever. But he's about to get the fuck up out of there. I don't know if he's going to make it, but he's definitely trying to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out next episode. But so then this part, it's going to be interesting to see where you at right here.
Okay.
So they show man, boy, sister, you know, said she left the phone off the hook. She just found out that her brother Drew is dead. Scully come hang the phone up, and she's like, Saint killed Drew. And he was like, man, I told that dude, man, not to go try to find out about that plug. She hits my man upside the head with not just no. This is what people got to understand. This is the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got those plastic cigarette ashtrays.
Well, now it's the metal rolling tray. It ain't even the ashtray no more. It's a metal rolling tray. She hit that nigga over the head with the thickest crystal glass. Hey man, he been through enough, man. God damn, now you got to get the hit over the head with a fucking ashtray, bro.
Why? Like hard,
God damn.
Like, so she hit him upside the head, and so he's like, he bucked up to it. Then he's like, all right, yo. So she makes the phone call. You know what I'm saying? To what them bitches, Diamond and I don't know,
Black Diamond and Dallas.
Whatever, man. Fuck them. Anyway, so Diamond and Trixie, these hoes, they get the phone call. Yo, I'm doubling the back. It was so, nah, it is funny though. She was sitting there doing a house thing, and then the other girl painting her toenails. And
she could have picked that goddamn phone. She was right. No, the shit that pissed me off. She was right by the phone though.
And she's like, I ain't about to fuck up my nails for no bill collector.
No. She was painting the little chair. The phone is right there. You want her to get up and come over there and get bitch, pick the phone up. Like, come on, man, you right there, bro.
Hey, but that was funny. I thought that little scene was funny, and I like how they try to add little ghetto shit because like that's that just little ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. They put that in there. So she upped the bounty, and I thought it was dope that. You called it. You called it. You said once she cleaned herself up, she was gonna play a key in something. We didn't know what it was.
She was too important. She was too important to the story.
We didn't know what it was, but at some point, we knew she was gonna make an appearance. So, old girl, now the one chick that popped in. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what is club at? Man, I need to know what this club at.
Man, what?
I'm on that one.
Man, what?
So she busts in, and so what's my girl name? Damn, why can't I think of her name?
Wanda.
So they was like, yo, some girl out here wants y'all. So Wanda pops in. And she still ain't going to the dentist yet, but I'm telling her, she's going to go to the dentist. She's going to fix that, man. At some point. Yes. She's going yeah, she got to fix that. She got to get it clean, man. So she comes in, and she's like, yo, I know what Leon is, but you know what I'm saying, y'all going to have to break me off a piece of this bounty.
Yeah.
So they like, all right, cool. So they roll up to this hotel, and they're like, you know, this one right here. She was like, how you know which room they in? And she was like, I followed them.
She said, bitch, how you follow you? I know the car. Hey, man, that shit was funny than a motherfucker, bro.
And she was like, I had my friend. She said, I had my friend driving the car. So then they pull up, box him in. They get out the car. You know what I'm saying? Leon, Franklin, Peaches, everybody come popping out. And so she put the gun to Wanda's head. And she was like, Lee, you ain't tell me gonna be a gun to my head. Hey, so
that whole back and forth between Wanda and Leon, bro, was funny as hell, bro.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
Funny as hell, bro.
So they sitting there talking, and then Franklin's like, you know, sum it all up. He said, look, we all know that shit wasn't personal with Louis. Mm-hmm. Y'all just out here trying to get paid. I could put y'all on payroll.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are, because y'all are on call, y'all free agents. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all scrounging to get the shit that y'all got. So he was like, right. Yo, I could put y'all on payroll. And then Wanda like, yo.
She said, She said, Lee, how you gonna put them bitches on before you put me on? That nigga Leon said, Wanda, we got you to work with us, right? She was like, yeah, you working with us. She was like, oh.
Hey, and then the look on her face, she was like, oh. That shit was so funny.
Real quick though, salute to all the stylists that work on Snowfall because they gave Wanda the fucking bob with the tail, with the long tail in the back. Bro, that is a classic 80s hairstyle, bro. They had that motherfucker on point. Do you hear me?
Yeah, that was dope.
That shit look 80s like a motherfucker, bro.
They doing a great job. Like even the coat that Jerome had on when Sissy came and saw him. Yep. That is a straight up 80s coat.
Members only jacket. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. And so he throw a stack, a million stack up there. Mm-hmm. Other girl pick it up. She looks at her like, yo, what we need to do. And Franklin just smiled. And so then, look, I'm telling you, like, if we named episodes, like, man, we would have to name this one, boy, Bodies Hit the Floor. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, boy, this episode's Bodies
It felt like everybody died in this motherfucker, didn't it?
I know, right? And so, old girl get the phone call, and it was so funny. Like, I just love just the little, see, I like the little things, man, just the little ghetto shit. Mm-hmm. So, I'm guessing Tanisha must have went to the store, went shopping, and then so Scully's looking through it. He was like, "Man, why you didn't get the name?"
No, brand? you mean Khadijah. You mean Khadijah?
Khadijah. He was like,
"Yeah."
He said, "Man, why you didn't get the name brand, kind man?" And so she answered the phone and like, "Yo, we got Leon." And so then I think that this was the part where I think that Scully is out the game. Because when she said, yo, they got Leon, and he looked at her, I forgot a part. When after she made the phone call to double the bounty, he said, yo, you gotta get, no, wait a minute. I might be right.
No,
I don't think I fucked up.
It's at the time she got the Leon call.
Yeah, he was like, yo, they got Leon. You going? And he was like, yo, you gotta get that hatred out your heart. And then she's like, what if that would have been me? Like, would you say the same thing? Would you be so forgiving?
He said, you gotta get down, or we ain't talking no more after this.
Yeah, and I think that Scully has gotten to a point where he's like, yo, like, it's too much loss going around. And I think that he just, and then I think that with him being as religious as he is, as they showing us, I think that he's just like really, I think he's done with this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like to me. Like, what you got on that whole scene?
So I forgot what episode it was. I want to say it was like maybe 3 or 4 when they rode up on dude and hung him up at the baseball field, and then his daughter died. So that's the episode. Like you was talking about how he started getting, you know what I'm saying, kind of paranoid, and he started hanging up crosses and stuff everywhere. I think that him seeing what he saw at the end of this episode, I think he's gonna commit suicide.
Okay.
I think he's gonna end it himself because, you gotta look at it. You lost your girl, you lost your daughter, you know what I'm saying? And really you lost pretty much everything you had. Like, you was running the bottoms. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pretty well, not him, but your girl pretty much been on this streak to, well, not even, I'm sorry, I forgot about, you lost your brother-in-law too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he gonna look at it all, and at the end of it, he gonna pretty much just kind of take himself out, because I think that with the mindset he has now, I think he's looking at it like God is pretty much cursing him,
punishing him.
Yeah, yep, punishing him, yep.
That's a great point. That's a great one. I mean, I didn't think about him because you also got to look at it this way. Like you said, he used to run the bottles, right? So that's one thing. So you ain't got that no more. You ain't got no plug. Nope. And the money that you probably had put up, she's been using it, paying Diamond and Trixie to go and kill motherfuckers. Yeah. So it's like, I think he's going to go back and I think you made a good point. I think he's going to go back. My girl is gone. Mm-hmm. All my homies gone. My daughter's gone. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My brother-in-law gone.
Oh, I didn't even think about this. He might end up getting doped out. Because I forgot. Remember, he was on that shit too.
Yeah.
So he might end up being doped out.
I can see both of those. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah.
Both of those things. And so then we ended up so she pops up with the old girls, see Leon with his hands behind his back. She goes to pull, and the girls hit her with the okie doke.
How fast the tables turn?
Man, boy, they turn fast, boy. Real fast. Mm. And so, but you could tell her and Drew brothers and sisters. These motherfuckers went out like, geez.
Yeah.
And so she's like, so Leon, I was wrong on something. And I need to speak on it.
Okay.
I said that I thought Jerome was gonna go through some trauma for killing the first, that first body that he got.
Yeah.
Leon is still not over killing that little girl.
Well, you said that too, though.
But I think Jerome is ended up handling it a whole lot better.
I don't think so.
Okay. So Leon is like apologizing to her. It's like, yo, if I could go back and change it, I would. And she's like, well, you can't. And right. She's like, yo, I'm gonna hunt you for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And then Jerome's like, man, fuck all this talking.
Bang bang.
I mean, he hit a man, and then Leon drops down like Jerome, like, you ain't have to do that. Mm-hmm. And so he's like sitting down there, and Franklin's like, yo, like, hey, come on, man, we gotta go, Leon. We gotta go.
Let's just ride, bro.
And it was just like, what you got going through Leon's mind at that time? Because she said before she got shot, she was like, first my daughter, now me. So what do you think, is going through Leon's head?
I think that Leon wanted to reconcile it as much as he could because, like you said, you know what I'm saying, killing the kid, man, that's something that you ain't gonna never get over, especially unintentionally. So I felt like that's something, like you said, has been hunting him for the whole season. I think that now that she died too, without getting her, you know what I'm saying, like forgiveness or her grace, I think that's gonna really kind of fuck with him too. But like you said, you said that Jerome, he's been going through, he got over that trauma. I don't think so. I think that first kill, and then on top of getting that first kill, and then hearing about the CIA, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, getting into it, Franklin, I think that this whole season, Jerome has been getting nothing but trauma. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's going to affect him next season, or, you know what I'm saying, or in some way, I don't know how, but I think next season that's really going to affect him.
I see what you're saying. And something that I skipped was Jerome is sitting with Louis, mm-hmm. and Franklin's at the door, and she's like, she look at him like, you all right? Mm-hmm. He's like, you should have seen the other guy. Who, Jerome?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you told her? And he was like, yeah. And so they're like, trying to game plan. It was her idea.
Yeah.
To get with old Diamond and Trixie.
Yep.
Like, yo.
You call them Diamond and Trixie.
Like, yo, they strippers.
Yeah.
They just want the bread. Like, they're not there for Louis to say it. Mm-hmm. Because she don't know which bullet hit her, who pulled the trigger.
Right.
For her to say, yo, get them, because they will flip on her.
Mm-hmm.
That was smart, and that also was big because I don't think that they would have even thought of doing something like that until Louis said that. But I think that they wouldn't have been okay with doing it without Louis saying that as well. Because you know what I'm saying? Because they at the end of the day they put guns on all of them.
Yeah.
So, but they see that those girls, they're not loyal to anybody. They loyal to the dead presidents, and that's it.
Facts. As they should be. I'm not mad at that, man. I think that they, you know what I'm saying, they doing what they supposed to be doing. They hustlers, they out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, find a way to get it, and they doing as, you know what I'm saying, the best job possible. I ain't gonna lie though, the one who was holding the gun to Wanda's head, she fine, man.
Oh yeah.
She is fine. She can hold me hostage anytime. That woman is fine. she got a dunk on her too though. But man, listen, I think that, you know what I'm saying, with everything that transpired, you know what I'm saying, at the end of it all, Reed and Franklin talked, and now they trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Alton. I don't know if
before you get there, so when the news thing came across the screen, her and Franklin was sitting beside themselves, was sitting beside each other, and so the news break that Irene died. She gives Franklin this look like, you really killed this reporter lady. Like, I cannot believe you killed her. And so then Reed walks in with the sunglasses, and Franklin gets up and is like, yo, I'll be right back. And that's when Sissy put everything together. Because Sissy always knew that he's working with the CIA. But Sissy never seen Reed before. So she's never seen the plug before.
Right.
So when she see Franklin go over talking to this white dude, she's looking like, oh my God, this is the CIA agent. Like, this dude literally came to the hospital where we are. And so I think, like, Sissy know everything has been, you know what I'm saying, everything is real. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could think, yeah, my son's working with the CIA, but when you actually see him talking to the CIA agent, like, but then, like, she has no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
That's the crazy part. And don't forget about the moment that she had with Alton when she was sitting with Louis. And Alton came and she was like, yo, I'm just tired. Yeah. And, you know, he was like, yo, she was like, I thought you was leaving. And he was like, yo, I'm not leaving without you. You know, so I thought, and then Franklin come up, man, what the hell are you doing?
Man, what? Get your ass out of there, snitch.
Hell yeah, man. Like, no sympathy for you, man. None at all. None at all. But yeah, you can continue, man. Like, I just thought that scene was important, man. And Sissy, man, the actress, man, her facial expressions are fucking
she's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing.
They're awesome, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, so Franklin and Reed pretty much go have a little discussion about what they're gonna do with Alton. Franklin said he was gonna handle it, and then that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, where it ends from there. I think that Franklin is gonna have to pretty much either get his dad to Cuba or he gonna have to kill him. I don't think Reed is gonna be the one to do it, but I think Franklin is either gonna kill him off, or he gonna make sure that his dad get off to Cuba. And for Reed, I think Reed is gonna be in a little bit of turmoil. I think that they're gonna try to.
You talking about the government?
Yes, I think the CIA is gonna come after Reed, and that's why I think that he had that little sidebar with Gustavo, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, just letting you know what I'm saying, you cool for right now, but make sure you can get the fuck up out of here, because if need be, they gonna off you. So I think that, you know what I'm saying, I think Reed and Gustavo gonna get back together somehow, and you know what I'm saying, the CIA is gonna be after him.
That's so that's your prediction, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I think that when Alton, because see, they didn't show us no preview with no
Right.
trailer, so we don't know what's gonna go. I think they're gonna leave.
Well,
Hopefully,
they showed a little. They showed a little bit, but they ain't show enough though.
I hope they can find a way to, say, give us like a 2 hour joint, like what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, for
Mm-hmm.
the finale. And but I think as far as Alton, I think that I don't know if it's gonna be a train station. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Right.
But there's gonna be a run in with him and Franklin.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you. I think that as hard as Franklin been this whole episode, I think that I don't think he's gonna kill his dad for the simple fact of I think he know his mom would never forgive him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I just feel that he's probably going to get him out of here and make it seem like, yo, you got to understand what I'm doing here. Like, I'm giving you a shot at life. You never to be seen around here again. Like you never to be seen in the States again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that he might end up getting him out of here. I think that when it comes to Reed, I felt that when that was the last episode. No, that was 2 episodes ago when him and Javi flew down.
Oh yeah. And
Like
he went and got old boy.
Yeah, and I think that that's when he was like, "Yo, I'm getting out of the CIA. I got to get my chips together because they're not gonna let me walk away from this." And so I think that I think you're right about that. I think that conversation with Javi, I think he's gonna end up getting out, and the CIA is gonna come after him. As we can see, Leon and Franklin, they relationship seems to be good. Now, I think that Leon is still gonna be a little fucked up with old girl getting taken out, but now that you say what you said about Jerome, now you're right. But what I meant was, like, he has trauma. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's trauma. I just thought that he was gonna handle it a different kind of way. Like, I thought that he was gonna handle it more like how Leon is handling killing that little girl. Like, he still has the trauma, but he's handling it in a different way. So, but I think that Jerome's role is gonna pick up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you remember when Man Boy said that you just following under your little nephew type of thing? I think that beatdown, and the way that this whole thing played out, I don't think Jerome is looking at himself as like a secondary person. I think that he's like seeing the links that Franklin will go to protect everybody. I think that he's not going to look at it the way that Man Boy said it. Because some people may look at Jerome like that. It's like, dude, you following under your little nephew. But, like, everybody can't be a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't forget, though, because we've been off of this episode for a minute. They still got Arkansas. So Jerome might be the one that go down there and be a boss of Arkansas.
True. But, dude, this is I'm gonna be disappointed if one thing don't happen in this season finale. I'm gonna be upset if Mel don't pop up.
Oh my goodness!
In fucking episode 10, what was the fucking point of showing her in the first place?
Come on, man.
What was the point of showing her if you never gonna show her again? Because Irene is out of here now.
I think that she's coming soon, bro. I know I've been saying it, but I think that she's coming. She got to be, bro. She got to be coming soon. Another hot take that I got, man, is I don't think Leon is gonna take it as hard as he took that little girl. I think that Leon is going to get back into his groove. I think he's gonna go back to the projects and he's gonna take the projects over.
Well, he got some soldiers.
Well, he also got Fatback's cousin too that he got worried about.
I don't think that's a worry no more. Well, I don't know because we don't know how he feel about that damn thing getting shot up. Fat boy, fat. I keep calling him Fat Boy. I grew up with a cousin. His name Fat Boy, but but Fatback, like he might be upset. Like,
exactly.
Like, y'all brought heat. Y'all ruined my cousin's funeral. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how he feel about that. But exactly. I think that once Leon, if they do have a conversation, he tell him, yo, all that shit's handled. We got rid of them. You know what I'm saying? So now, unless he spotted, you know what I'm saying, Diamond and Trixie, I'm like, yo, these are the bitches that shot up the thing.
Ooh, you know I didn't think about that.
So, you know, he might not like them being on the payroll.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows? But I will say, though, I think that they role is going to pick up next season, though.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah,
he got some more soldiers.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right though, man. You still got Arkansas. The thing is, I don't think Jerome want to live down there though. Like
I don't think it's gonna be. Well, I don't know now because with Louis getting shot, all that shit might change.
In what way?
I think that, you know what I'm saying, once Louis get up out of there and they know that they can go to Arkansas, I think that he's gonna look at that like, okay, this is where we can kind of be safe. Only thing we got to do is pretty much be plugs, be connects, and then we can move in and out. We don't necessarily have to worry about really being in, you know what I'm saying, the game for real.
Okay.
Or at least being the face of the game.
Okay, but think about this, though. Who's going to get in the supply now? If Reed's out. With that new dude?
I think Reed, once again, I think Reed is going to be in that spot where Javi is. And I think he's going to start being the connect for real because now him being out of the CIA, he don't got to worry about all that extra shit. He don't got to worry about nothing else. Now he really free. Now he can do whatever the fuck he want. Now, like I said, it ain't like he lost any connections down there. It ain't like they don't know I think he can go down there with his CIA shit. Hey, I'm CIA. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing. And I think that he could still, you know what I'm saying, make them moves happen.
So he's really going to be a drug dealer on some real shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you're saying. I feel you. I ain't think about that. But it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting, but it's going to suck as well because, you know, we've been doing this going on, 10 weeks every Friday. It's been Snowfall episodes. So, with this season ended, look, don't get me wrong. Like we got, we still got a lot of shit to come, but it's just that it's been really good, man. Because I don't know many other shows that come out weekly like this show does. I can't think of another show that we could like dedicate an episode to other than Snowfall. Like Snowfall was like the perfect choice. It
got to be something that they come out with soon, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, to where it's gonna catch, you know what I'm saying, the views of people, like if something else like Them or something comes out, maybe we could do something like that. But yeah, I'm with you, man. And until then, I think it's just gonna be that Snowfall recap. Yeah. I mean, unless you want to do like some power shit, something like that, but
I don't
think
think
got new power season coming out, don't they? It's supposed to be like Tommy.
I think Kanan is coming out next because they already showed the preview. Well, they show a little bit of Kanan, so I think that's the next thing.
Okay.
Now I will say this though, and I did this on the Stolen Time podcast. It comes back, I think the 18th. Godfather Harlem, season 2.
Yeah, I seen that. So maybe we could do that.
You know what I'm saying? I just got to get epics. But I see that Prime got it going for like 99 cents a month or some shit like that. So it's not
Okay.
gonna be nothing that'll kill. So look, we brainstorming on the pod.
Yeah,
But
for sure. For sure.
but like, yeah, man, this was a great idea, man. But I ain't gonna lie though, I cannot wait for next week, man. It's like I'm so fucking like ready to see what happens, and it's because I think that they're gonna leave us hanging with something. I don't know what it is, but they're gonna leave us hanging with something, just like they did the last time. So it's gonna be interesting to see what end up happening next week. But dude, I meant to mention this to you beforehand, right? I was able, so I got my Hulu back. Now I had got rid of Hulu for a while, so I get rid of Hulu and I get it back, but I got it back with because Hulu got the thing with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was I didn't get the Hulu Live TV. I just got the Hulu with the Disney Plus and the what's the name for like I think it's like $14.99 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I got my Hulu back, so I was able to watch the United States versus Billie Holiday.
Okay.
Yo,
Oh, I know
that
it's fire.
shit,
I know it's fire.
man, that shit was nuts, man. It was
Yeah.
nuts, man. I watched that
Yeah.
last night. I meant to mention that to you earlier.
And it was
But
coming off of Judas and the Black Messiah too. So for sure, I gotta watch that one. I definitely gotta catch that one.
yeah, man, it was really good, man. And to see what the government did to her, man, about the Strange Fruit song. And then also, how they was using black people and she had a rough life, dude. Rough life. But that's just something for people to keep their eyes on, man. It ended up being really good, man. I mean, it's one of those entertainment things where it's like it sucks to watch it because like she was a train wreck, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the acting in it was phenomenal. But man, what we got coming up next, man? This is something that I've been mentioning it for a while on different platforms. So it's going to be great, man, to be able to break it down with you. It's a serious issue that's going on in the world, man. This movie that we about to do next is kind of like it could be like one of our documentary episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of like the content matter that's in this next movie that we doing. Like this shit is, you know what I'm saying? It's very deep, man. It's gonna be one of those serious, well in depth episodes, man. So I'm gonna be excited. Well, I don't want to use the word excited, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones, man, that where we can kind of branch out and talk about some other stuff as well. So, like you said, I don't want to say excited, but I am eager to talk about this. I want to, you know what I'm saying, help shed some light on this issue. So this is gonna be one of those things that I think we can, you know what I'm saying, help do some good.
Yeah, man, because it's a serious issue, man. It's a serious world issue of a lot of things that's going on in the world, man. So it's definitely gonna be one of those ones, man. I think that with the audience that we have, man, that they tend to like, even though, like I say, let me make it clear, it's not a documentary, but it's a true story. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like the people like the true story / documentary type of shit that we do. So it's gonna be one of those, man. So like you said, eager, man. I'm very eager to do it, man.
For sure, man. So you know what I'm saying? See you guys next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back at this thing live and indirect. You know what I'm saying? How we do all the time. Man, you guys can follow me at Scootz Bronson on Twitter. You can also follow me on Instagram at Scootz Bronson _TV. You can also follow us on Scootz Bronson TV on YouTube. If you listening to this, you could also watch us live, of course, there. And make sure if you're on Facebook to go and find the VA Podcast Watch Group. Make sure you request to jump in, man. The membership is growing. It's getting there. We moving on up, man. We trying to make sure we do everything. This is where you can find all the information that you want on the Viewers Anonymous podcast. You can also message us directly as well if you got any requests or anything like that, anything that you want to hear us go over, anything that you want to talk about, or if you just want to be a guest on the show, man, you can also hit us up there. So make sure you go to the VA Podcast Watch Group on Facebook.
Yes, sir. Y'all can catch me, man, at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. Stolen Time Pod on Instagram. Stolen Time Podcast on Facebook. You can check the 28 minutes or less out, man, all major platforms. If you want the visuals, you can go to the Stolen Time Podcast Network on YouTube. I'm about to put out a new episode. Well, the audio is already out, what we talked about earlier, about the panel episode that we did, episode 207. That's going to be available on YouTube tomorrow on the Stolen Time Podcast Network. So be on the lookout for that. But man, I just want to say, man, I feel like I'm pleading for my job, man. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing this podcast.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
I'm fucking with you.
Nah,
hey,
but
on a serious note, everybody need to go check that out, man. That was a great episode, man, on 15 Minutes of Fame, man. That was great. Everybody go check that out. And shout out to Chris. I think you said her name was.
Yep, her name is at its_Chris on Twitter. Man, listen, go check her out. Shenanigans with Friends podcast. All Doc Up podcast. Doc is DOC''D. Man, listen, they do a great job. They had an episode called Bayou Blue. It's a wild documentary. Go listen to that episode, then go check that documentary out, and then, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all subscribe to both of those podcasts. Show them some love. Make sure y'all follow her. Man, and we got an episode coming up with them very soon. Can't wait for it. And man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Go check out that last episode of 15 Minutes of Fame. We cut me and It's Chris covered them, the Amazon horror series. It was fun to do. And, you know what I'm saying, we got into a lot about, you know what I'm saying, what was going on with that show. It's been causing a lot of controversy. So it was important to do, man. But, yeah, thank you guys for supporting us. We appreciate you for watching, for listening in. And until Friday, man, y'all know what it is. Like they say in Hollywood, it's a wrap.
Good.